Hey everyone, it is 7:26, so I'm going to wait. Okay, I just sent you guys a text message. Maybe we can get some people with us. If at any time you have a question, there should be an area where you can ask it, and then I can address the questions as they come up. Hey, Holly found it. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to go over to our Facebook page and make sure that everybody can find the link. Okay, so bear with me. We're going to figure this out. This is awkward. Kayla, you said you got on too. Kayla, are you there? Can you type a question or something on the side? Let me know that you're there. Holly, how was the wedding this weekend? Okay, it says we've got 2 viewers. Getting there. Getting there. Oh, good. I'm so glad the pictures were really, really pretty. Okay, we'll wait about 3 more minutes, some more time, and then we'll get started. This is going to be recorded, so I'll be able to link to everyone that's not able to join us live. One of the benefits of going live, though, is that you get a chance to clear up any questions that you have, and yeah, you can ask me if there's something that I go over too fast. You can ask me to, whoa, go back, tell me what you're talking about, explain that a little bit better, and that'll help me do the rules and everything better. So I appreciate you guys being here live too. It's before you log in. Don't log in. Just go to terrafit.com, and up at the top it'll say rules. If you click on that link, it'll, I don't know if it's a PDF or just right there on the website, but you can open that up and you can look at the rules that way. Okay, we're going to give them 1 more minute. Can everybody hear me okay? Am I speaking loud enough? Okay, I'm getting text messages from you guys. So if texting your questions to me is easier than using the app, you can totally text me that way and I can answer them on here from your text. That might be a good way to do it. And if I'm too loud or I'm too soft, going too fast, let me know all these things too, because I'm not a pro at these kinds of webcasts, and it feels kind of awkward talking to a screen and staring at myself. So I might actually just switch over and share my screen with you guys, and that might be an easier way for everybody to see the rules. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. If you can't hear me or see me, or if it pauses or anything, text me and let me know if it messes up. Okay. Okay. And while I'm waiting on you guys to make sure, that I'll just go ahead and read over kind of the basics. So welcome to the challenge. We are about to embark on a complete transformation challenge. They say 90 days, but it's really 84 days. It's 12 weeks, and so 12 times 7 is 84. But this kind of challenge in particular is one that's meant to focus on our fitness. It's very relationship oriented. We each depend on each other for motivation, for accountability. And okay, everybody seems to be good. So let's go ahead and just keep on going. So the contest, you guys have already registered. You're already on teams. This challenge go around, we've got 2 teams. We've got Terran It Up, and we've got Terran It Up 2. I can tell you guys later on if you want to know who exactly is on your team, so that you can kind of maybe send them some private messages if you want to. But our Facebook group is going to be the biggest accountability portion way to engage and interact with each other. So you paid your $25. And how this works is we're each on teams. Our teams are actually, they each have 6 people on them. And we had some extras. So this is a great support system like we talked about. And it's a way to just make the challenge really fun. And it's more fun if you guys are interacting and getting to know each other. And this actually helps us to win. And so with at least 3 active participants, we're eligible to win contest team prizes. The next section discusses team scoring. And so there's a chart down here, and it shows, week 1, and then at the top it shows the players. And so this is just a team of 5. And this week 1, all the players did great. They each got 100 points every single day. And so they got 700 points, and their average score was 700. Week 2, all but one of the players did well. This person probably just, maybe they were out of town and they didn't log their points that week. But it's better that they don't log any points rather than just a few. That way their total just kind of drops off and their team average is still 700. As opposed to in week 3, that same player only logs 10 points and it drops down their team average. So if they host a TerraFit class, you can get extra bonus points above and beyond your normal points. Let's see. Okay, for now, I will be both team leaders and the team coach. If there is a point, like I know I'm going to the beach in September, and I will probably appoint somebody in my absence to help lead you guys and keep you guys motivated and committed to the challenge while I'm gone. These are going to be, it's really easy. I'm just going to post things that motivate me and hopefully motivate you guys. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to talk about what I'm struggling with because I'm going to be right there in the same boat with you guys. And so that's kind of the gist on that. Let's see. Okay, these are going to be the prize pools. So for the last go around, the last challenge we did, there was right at 400 teams. And so they landed in this. That means that there was over $17,000 in prize money that they give away. The grand prize for winning was $13,000, and so that's the money that you split with the other members on your team. So 13,000 divided by 5, if I was really fast at math, it's going to be over $2,000 a person. They also give out monthly prizes, referral prizes, so if you refer people to the TerraFit program, and also best before and afters. There's going to be a $500 prize for that. You can read along if you want to and go more in depth on the prizes if you want to later on. We're not going to spend much time there. We're going to jump right on into it. I will talk about the best before and afters. So from, let's see, August, let's see, 3 days back, 1, 2, 3. So from Friday until next Thursday, you're going to be able to take your before pictures. It can be in that time frame, 3 days before we start, 3 days after we start. And you need to make sure that you take your before picture with something like an iPhone, because iPhones timestamp, and that way the judges can tell that this is not something that you took 6 months ago and you've been on a weight loss journey for 6 months and you've lost all this weight. So go ahead and take your before pictures. I would just say just wait till maybe Sunday when you have some free time. You're not working, or maybe you are working on Sunday, but a lot of people have breaks on Sundays. So choose, whenever you're gonna choose your background, choose something that's neutral, nothing too busy, nothing crazy outlandish, and choose an outfit that is going to be a little bit snug. You are going to feel uncomfortable, but these are for your eyes only. If you want to share them with us as maybe another form of motivation, feel free. If you do share them with us, know that I will not ever share your pictures without your permission. So don't fret about that. I'm probably going to go a size smaller in the shorts that I normally wear, and I'm going to wear a tank top that is going to be a little bit tighter, something that I wouldn't wear in public right now, just so people can really tell a difference as you lose weight and your clothes start fitting and then they start getting looser. It's just a good way to judge things. So, okay, now we're going to jump right into the point system. So we talked about 700 points per week is possible. This doesn't include your weight loss points or your pay it forward points. The pay it forward is the referral program. So you earn points based on what you eat, how much water you drink, your exercise, daily challenges, and additional bonus opportunities. First is our healthy foods. So of course, eating right is, a very integral part of any healthy weight loss program. And your body needs natural and powerful fuel to burn. You can earn 2 points for each serving of healthy food with a maximum of 20 points in this category per day. You can have multiple servings of the same healthy food. So say you really like apples and you want an apple for each of your snacks that day, well, go ahead and you can have apples for each of your snacks that day. And we're going to go over the list of healthy foods that is provided at the end of these instructions. So 2 points for each serving of healthy food. The way that this shows up on the app is you just click the plus sign. For each healthy food that you have, it's going to be 10 healthy foods that you need. So yes, plus, I'm eating my healthy foods up to 10. So then the same goes for the vegetables. We are looking to eat 4 servings or more of vegetables in a day, and you get 10 points. These are all or nothing, meaning you eat at least 4 servings and you get 10 points. Anything less and you don't get anything. These points are in addition to points you earn for choosing healthy foods. So if you eat a serving of broccoli, you get 2 points for choosing a healthy food. And if you get 3 more servings of vegetables, then you also earn 10 extra points for your team. Remember, all or nothing, you either get all 4 servings or you don't get any points. One easy way for me to do the vegetables is in my smoothie. I usually have a trim shake every day, and I will put kale or spinach or Terra greens in there. Terra greens count as I usually don't put them all in there, but if I know I'm going to bind, I might put up to 2. And this is an easy way for me to get in my vegetables. Okay, unhealthy foods. So you obviously want to avoid unhealthy foods, and we're going to lose 2 points for each serving of unhealthy foods. Please be careful and don't get carried away, because there is no limit to how many points you can lose each day. If you go on a unhealthy food binge on a weekend or on vacation, whatever it might be, choose, I don't know, maybe a pasta meal with some sauce that night, and then maybe a little bit of a dessert. And that would count as my 4 servings of unhealthy food. So I typically try to save my free meal for the weekend. Let's see, 6 small meals rather than 3 larger meals. Now, a good judge for this for me is to take a smaller salad plate and use that to kind of gauge what my portion should be. And we'll talk a little bit more about portions towards the end. One of the great things about this TerraFit plan is that you don't have to count calories, you don't have to cut carbs. It's just everything in moderation. So eating smaller meals more regularly also helps to keep your metabolism boosted and helps to release fat. You can earn 5 points for eating 6 smaller meals rather than 3 larger meals. Plan ahead and always have something healthy on hand. Grab some baggies with things like carrots, cherry tomatoes, anything that is fast and easy. Those are some of them. Just go ahead and bag them up when you get home from the grocery store. Wash them, put them in the bags, and then throw them in the refrigerator. That way, if you know you've got a busy day, you can grab a couple bags and head out the door. Another one is almonds. I really like to have almonds in there. It's a good source of protein and a good source of healthy fat that I can go ahead and get in my meal. Okay, we've got a question from Holly. So her question says, it's football season, which means tailgating. So if I have a couple of beers at a tailgate, can I count that as my free meal for the week, even though it's not technically a meal? Uh-oh, and Shauna can't hear me anymore. Okay, let's see. Okay, Shauna, can you hear me? I'm going to go ahead and answer Holly's question. So Holly, say you're at a football game. Let's just go with Tech. You're at a Saturday and you're going to know that a normal beer serving is what, 12 ounces, I think. So if you want to have 2 beers, a hot dog, and maybe some cotton candy or something like that, that would be 4 unhealthy servings. So even though it doesn't count as, or it's not a meal, you'll be fine with stick to my vegetables even more. I'm going to eat vegetables for breakfast and for lunch, probably even have some in my snacks, because I know that your mind, at least half of this is a mind game. When you think you're hungry and you want that donut or whatever, are you really hungry or are you just bored? So really try to think about things like that, and have your husband or a friend, if not us, keep you accountable to that stuff. So if you can tell your husband, okay, listen, I'm going to have my free meal at the game this weekend. I need you to help me stay on track and help remind me what my goals are. So that, I hope, does that answer your question, Holly? Okay, so neutral foods. There are healthy or the unhealthy list, and these are considered neutral foods. You're not going to subtract points or add points for eating these, and we'll go over those later. Not eating after 8 p.m. It's not good for your body to eat late, so we're trying to get in the habit of eating earlier. You earn 5 points if you don't eat anything. Water for pretty much everything that you're going to drink. Water helps to speed up your metabolism. It also helps to flush out toxins and fat. So try to drink at least 64 ounces. You're going to earn 10 points. But I also suggest going a step further and drinking half of your body weight in ounces. So a 200-pound person should try to drink at least 100 ounces of water when they're trying to lose weight. One easy way to do this is to, Shauna's still having problems. Okay, let's go back to the, let's see, maybe I can scoot this over there, scoot this over there. Okay, let me know if I disappear again. Okay, so where were we? Let's go ahead and move on to exercise. So the way that the TerraFit program works is if you exercise for at least 30 minutes, 5 times a week, you're going to get points for that. And it's 20 points. That's a big chunk. So exercise is crucial. And this is the type of exercise where you have to be out of breath. You should not be able to hold a conversation. And then on Wednesdays and Sundays, there are built-in rest days. You can adjust those as you please, but you need to make sure that your rest days are not side by side. So they need to be at least a day apart. So if you take a rest on Wednesday, you can't take a rest on Thursday. You have to either wait till Friday or go ahead and, keep it on Sunday. You also get bonus points for using the TerraFit workout schedule. And so the TerraFit videos are awesome. They are a 4x4 method, and I'm just going to read it off here real quick. It incorporates a unique 4x4 interval system combining lean muscle strength training with high intensity interval training. And this can help you burn up to 9 times the fat of traditional cardio. It helps your body to continue burn calories even after the workout. So scientists have shown that whenever you engage in brief periods of really strenuous exercise, our bodies can't bring in enough oxygen. So this creates an oxygen deficit. And then our bodies engage in excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPIC. EPIC is directly correlated to the intensity of your workout session. And the more intense the workout, the more calories your body is going to burn after the workout has ended. So you earn 10 points if you use the TerraFit workout and you follow the TerraFit workout schedule as your exercise routine. There's warm up and there's cool down. The videos are about 45 minutes, and that includes the cool up and the warm down. A bit longer than that. It just depends on which one you're doing. And then what I do personally is for the first couple of times I'm doing that workout, I will listen, I'll engage, but then once I've got the hang of it, I will mute the video and I blast whatever music pumps me up, what gets me going. I really like Hillsongs. They've got some great, I think it's called Wild and Free. I love their worship music whenever I'm working out in the mornings. It gets my day going really well. So whatever gets you pumped up, do that, but please try and listen for the first couple just to make sure that you're using proper technique, you're not bending over backwards whenever you're not supposed to be, that kind of thing. So the way that this is going to work, after this, if you will go to terrafit.com, go ahead and log in, click on workouts, and then it's going to take you to a screen that says TerraFit Advantage, and it's going to say enroll. And so you're going to click on, and it's kind of like a monthly thing, and it's $11.95 a month. They stream to wherever you're at. So if you're traveling a lot, this is great because all you have to do is take your iPad, take your phone, and it will stream from wherever you're at. You can throw in an exercise band if that's what you like to work with, especially if you're traveling. Throw it into your suitcase and you're good to go. I also suggest that you have a yoga mat, some type of rubbery workout surface, a really good pair of tennis shoes, and some weights. If you're going to use the workout band, that's fine. Or if you want free weights, that's what I've chosen to use. It's what our arms are not typically as strong as our lower bodies. So that's the purpose of the 2 different weights. Are there any questions so far about the workouts? If you do, text me and let me know. So total for working out, if you work out for at least 30 minutes a day, and if you use the TerraFit program, you are. And if you use the TerraFit program, you get an extra bonus points. So it's for a total of 30 points for working out. Okay, I talked a little bit about rest days, and Wednesdays or Sundays are the rest days that are built in. You get 30 points automatically on Wednesdays and Sundays. So on the app, whenever you're calculating your points, it will say yes or no. And it'll say, did you work out for 30 minutes? You'll click yes. Even on the rest days, you'll click yes. And it'll say, did you use the TerraFit program? And so everybody, regardless of if you use the TerraFit program or not, you get 30 points on Wednesdays and Sundays. Okay, now we're going to get down into bonus points. And these are for using specific. You can get up to an additional 10 points for using 2 products. So you can use Slim and Sassy. You can use, I prefer to take to spray, and then take it off in the morning to help firm and tone my skin. And then I'll take orally the gel caps. I'll take it whenever I take my vitamins for the day. It gives me great energy. It helps to curb my appetite a little bit, and especially at nighttime. Whenever I am craving food, I will use the oil straight out of the bottle. I'll put a drop underneath my tongue, and it kills cravings like that. It's kind of ridiculous how fast it is. And I forgot to tell the girls the other day about that at breakfast, but it is definitely a huge help for me in the evenings whenever we're not supposed to be eating after 8. I love to have this lemon sassy. You can add it in your water if you like it, and you can drink it throughout the day. Does have a strong flavor, so it takes a little bit of getting used to. Okay, so bonus points for using the Trim Shake. The Trim Shake is a meal replacement shake. It comes in chocolate or vanilla. They also have a vegan formula, if any of you guys are vegans or vegetarians. And this is, you can use it as a meal replacement. If you're going to use it as a meal replacement, I like to blend it with almond milk or coconut milk, and I'll use some peanut butter, some all natural, strictly peanuts in there, no sugar added, peanut butter, and half a banana. Tastes to me just like a Reese's peanut butter cup. I love that one. I also really like the vanilla. I like to add strawberries and bananas with the coconut milk, and I'll throw in some spinach. You can't even taste the spinach. And that's what I have after I work out. I like to work out early in the morning because I have found that not a viable option for everyone, but if it's something that you think you can handle, I would strongly encourage that. Okay, so in the Trim Shake, there are some ingredients that are really cool that help reduce, and I cannot remember the scientific thing. It's something that creates belly fat and causes stress. Cortisol, maybe? It has something that controls that in it. So it kills cravings, and it helps to control cortisol, which translates to belly fat. So I'm all about not having any belly fat. So, okay, the next one that you can get bonus points are the Lifelong Vitality supplements. These I take every single day, and my husband has been taking them for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I think. He was having some shoulder issues. He had some kind of itis, muscle itis, tendonitis, something in his shoulder. And his chiropractor told him that he needed an anti-inflammatory. And so he actually stole my vitamins. And so he was taking them himself. And he told me tonight, actually, that they've been a huge help, and his back to 100%. So yay. But these give me all of the vitamins and minerals that I need that they're just not in our regular food every day. So I take them. They're whole food, so my body absorbs them. They've also got essential oils in them. One of my favorite essential oils is frankincense, and frankincense is in the omega peel. Frankincense causes apoptosis in cells, in cancer cells, which is cell death. It kills cancer cells. And so this one's a huge one for me. I take the pills just because I want the frankincense every single day. I also take one that's called Mito to Max, my supplements. The energy that this one gives me is out of control. They compare it to replacing your caffeinated beverages, and the energy is great. It doesn't give jitters. You're not like wired, but you feel good, and you don't stop running, and you're like, hey, yeah, let's go do another mile. Yeah. So I love taking it after my last challenge, and I can tell I needed a nap today at like 3. So I'm looking forward to starting that again. Okay, another one you get bonuses for are lemon. Lemon, if you're going to drink lemon, you need to make sure that you're drinking it in glass or stainless steel. Please don't use plastic or styrofoams because it pulls all those petrochemicals out of the plastic. The way that lemon oil works in our bodies, it also pulls out those petrochemical toxins that are hidden in our fat cells, and it helps to flush those out, which in turn helps our body help to release those fat cells. Okay, so the next one is that Mito to Max. That's the one that we were talking about. And here's a little more of a technical reason why it works so well. It says Mito to Max supports healthy mitochondrial function and aerobic capacity and improves stamina naturally without the use of harmful stimulants. Use Mito to Max as a healthy long-term alternative to caffeinated drinks and supplements for increased energy and vitality. So there's that. Okay, let's see. The next bonus points are for using Deep Blue, Peppermint, or Breathe. And I personally use the Deep Blue and the Peppermint almost every single day. The Deep Blue is amazing for sore muscles, especially if you're really, really sore this first week. You're probably all gonna hate going to the toilet because that's hard to do. You're gonna sit down and you're not gonna want to get back up, especially in the mornings. So what I'll do is I'll keep it by my bed and I'll just rub it all over my quads, all over my calves, wherever I'm sore. And then I'll go get in the shower and the water just drives those oils deep into your muscles. And it's a huge help for that. The peppermint, the way that I use that is I inhale it before we work out. So I don't have one over here, but I'll take my peppermint oil, I'll take my palm and I'll put a drop in my palm. I'll avoid my fingertips. I'll blend it together and then you just breathe it in like that. I've got asthma and I don't have to use my inhaler before I work out anymore. Which one I have on hand. You get bonus points for that. Okay, completing the daily challenge. This one is worth 10 points, 10 bonus points. And I will try to emotional or mental challenge. So talking about, a lot of people struggle emotionally with emotional eating or different types of spiritual battles. They don't really talk about spiritual things, but I probably will. That just kind of comes naturally to me. So I talk about some of those things along the way. Craving God versus craving that piece of chocolate cake is something that I've tried to manage for myself. So we're going to talk about that, but there's a picture of your food for each meal that day and post it to your Facebook group. And if it's 12:30 and you've already eaten, 2 or 3 times that day, every Monday is going to be a weigh-in. So this Monday, what you're going to do is whenever you wake up, you're going to go to the restroom, log in. There's going to be a white box and you can just enter your starting weight right there. You won't get any points for that for this first time. But next week, whenever you lose weight, just whenever you refer a friend and you give them a link to join, and I can talk to you guys about that if you ever do find somebody that wants to do it with you. And you're going to get bonus points for class points. So if you decide that maybe this is something that you want to do, okay, so then there's a quick reference point chart. This is kind of good to, if you print it out and maybe have it laminated or something, and you can stick it in. Okay, now we're at the healthy foods list. So the first one is vegetables, and there's pretty much not anything that is off the list for food. Anything that's wild caught. If you find something that's canned, please make sure that it's packed in water and not oil. That'll add a ton of extra calories. So you want to go with packed in water. Then there's nuts and seeds. I'm not reading these off just for time's sake, but if you want to go and check these out, this is kind of a great grocery list starter. So what I would suggest is to print it off, go through the list and highlight what you already like and get those things at the grocery store. Don't worry about, me personally, I don't worry about meal plans. Like for dinner, easy be like a grilled chicken. I'll get James to grill something outside, grill a protein. We'll have a side of some steamed veggies and some brown rice. It's an easy go-to meal for us, and I'm not about like measuring and all this jazz. So if you are, there is a recipes tab with the TerraFit Advantage, that $11.95 a month thing. So you can find some really cool recipes on there. Bag with some of those carrots and baby tomatoes, beans and legumes, you know what I'm talking about. Those that say that are opposed. You want to try and get something that's antibiotic free, no hormones, no artificially colored things, grass-fed and organic if you can. I know that that stuff is kind of expensive, so if you can't, it's understandable. But if you can, please do. Let's see, beef, bison, chicken, deer, what else is on here? Elk, lamb, turkey. Stay away from deli meats. That's a no-no. And then it's actually small amounts of cheese, please. There's higher calorie food. Cottage cheese, cow's milk is fine. Eggs, egg whites, you can boil them, you can scramble them, you can do whatever you want to them. Goat milk, kefir, and yogurt. And the best option for yogurt is to get the plain Greek yogurt, less than 20 grams of carbs. Cool item that you can add to up the protein in a smoothie or in a shake. It also adds some creaminess to it. So you can add some Greek yogurt to your smoothies. Okay, then there's grains, preferably non-GMO. They're all listed out there. So that's where you're gonna have your brown rice. Corn on the cob is not a vegetable either. That is a grain. And I didn't know that. So don't count corn. But you can have it. And most diet plans are like, no corn. And I love corn. So this is a good one. Oats, quinoa, all that type of good stuff. Okay, now miscellaneous foods. These are going to be like alternative milks. So almond milk, coconut milk, all those milks. Apple cider vinegar, your herbs, local honey, oils like olive oil and coconut and avocado are all good. Try to use between 1 to 2 tablespoons per serving. We can have popcorn, 20 grams of protein in each bar, and they're delicious. So these are like dessert for me. My favorite is the chocolate chip cookie dough one. They're really, really good. And for my Odessa, have them at Fresh Fit Meals. So if you're ever in there, you can grab one. Protein meal replacement powders, the restrictions on this are pretty much the same. No more than 25 carbs unless there's more than 10 grams of fiber per serving. That's why I just stick with the trim shake. I know that it's okay, and so I'm not worried about it. Now I've got to go through the unhealthy foods. So kind of the obvious ones: alcohol, can't have that. Sweeteners, artificial color, store-bought juice, sauces, processed meats, high fructose corn syrup, soda, sugar, white bread, white flour, anything like that. So, and then there's some of the neutral foods. So hormone-free butter, which is, yay, we can have butter on this plan. I like to cook in butter. And so between the butter and the coconut oil, I'm pretty well set there. You can have low-fat, low-sugar dressings. It's best to go with a vinegar and olive oil base, like a vinaigrette. We can have mustard. We can have low-sugar ketchup. And then those natural sweeteners are listed right there that we can have. These are not going to spike your blood sugar levels, and so that's why these are okay. Contest eligibilities. I think that everyone is older than 18, so you should be good there. Talks a little bit about taking your before and after pictures. You just need to, so if you use your iPhone, you're good to go. And then on the last page, it talks about serving size. So if you're going to use a fist to do things like starchy foods, so complex carbs, any kind of vegetable proteins like your edamame, or starchy fruits and vegetables like potatoes, things like that, you're going to want to use the palm size of your hand. And for meats and nuts, you're going to use the center right here. And think the thickness about a deck of cards is a safe judge. So things like chicken, almonds, that's what you're going to use. And then use your thumb, the pad of your thumb, for things like sugars, dressings, and desserts. I know that's not very much dressing at all. Maybe I need a bigger thumb. And then it gives you some healthy tips, and it talks about a kind of a schedule. Please be careful with your schedule. You need to keep your meals about 2 to 3 hours apart. And if you think about, if we've got to quit eating at 8, you need to make sure that you start eating, you know, by 7, so that you can eat like 7, 10, 12:30, 3, 5, 7. So that gives you about 2 to 3 hours between meals. And that's one of the cool things about this program, is that you're never hungry. And you can kind of judge your appetite knowing, okay, I'm having this meal, and even if you finish eating and you're still a little bit hungry, you think you could eat. It takes a little bit to get used to that. You're going to get sick and tired of eating, honestly. But a lot of weight loss programs, you're hungry and you want to eat more. And so that's really cool about this program, is that you do get to eat often throughout the day. Okay, so leave me an email. Not an email, a message on here. Let me know what your questions are. No question is dumb. No question is stupid. Let me know. Coffee. I just saw my Starbucks cup. We can't have coffee. My favorite way to have it is with some coconut milk or almond milk and some agave. It took me a little bit to get used to it. You know, it's not a white chocolate mocha, but it does do the job. And please be careful if you do go to Starbucks, because a lot of times they're going to use things that have sugar that you wouldn't think would have sugar. So check labels, check ingredients, things like that. Some other things that are helpful. Oh, for those of you that are thinking about working out in the mornings, something that helps me is to, after I shower and everything at nighttime, I will put on, it helps me roll out of bed in the morning. So I'll put like a pair of shoes and some socks right next to the bed. I'll keep my peppermint right there on my bedside table. And that's another cool thing about peppermint, is it helps you wake up. It gives you like a burst of energy and some alertness, and it also helps to clear your airways. So peppermint is kind of my go-to, especially in the mornings whenever I'm trying to wake up earlier to work out. But that kind of makes it easier for me. I kind of can miss a step, and I can just sleep in my workout clothes. It's one less thing I have to do in the morning. I can go press play and get it done. So, okay. Well, I hope that this video wasn't too long for you guys. I tried to keep it to about an hour. I think we did that. If you think of anything that you're not sure about, please let me know. Oh, we got a question. Okay. Do you know if hummus is considered healthy, unhealthy, or neutral? Yes, hummus is not actually on the list, but it is considered neutral. Unless you're going to make it yourself. And then I would consider it like a bean or a legume, because it's made out of chickpeas. And then you could probably consider it a healthy food. Be careful if you buy store-bought, because there's a lot of ingredients in there, sometimes, not always, that are going to be unhealthy. So, does that answer your question? Good question, though. A lot of people ask about hummus, and I love to eat hummus with like carrots and stuff. So, and I've actually got a really good hummus recipe if you want it, Holly. Alrighty, you guys. Well, text me. Also, let me know if, and so you get to participate in that loyalty rewards. If you're not already enrolled and getting that wholesale price on all your doTERRA products, let me know and we can get you set up. Okay? So I will keep this. I'm going to keep it recorded, and the Google Hangouts turns it into like a YouTube video. So I will share the YouTube video on